Hi, this is Gary with MacMost. Now, on today's episode, let me show you how you can archive your iMovie projects and events. So I've been using iMovie for years. If I hadn't been archiving my events and projects, I would have a huge list of both. Well, so what I do is I move those away off to another hard drive. It's very easy to do, and if you ever need to get back to a project, it's very easy to put it back into iMovie. Let me just show you. So here I am in iMovie. I have a whole bunch of different projects here and a few different events. And let's say I want to archive one. I want to take the sample project here. And I click on it and I see I've got all sorts of stuff here. I've got a bunch of clips, some titles, music, some transitions between them. And I want to save all my hard work. It's using all the clips here from samples to this event. So I want to archive the samples to event, which includes all these large video files. And I also want to archive this sample project here. So right now I'm going to quit iMovie and go into the Finder. So in the Finder I've got in my home folder a movies folder, and under there I've got my iMovie projects and iMovie events. If I look at the projects, or the events rather, I see there's the samples 2, samples 1, there was a pieces events there as well. Also, if I look at projects, I can see there's all my different projects just as they were in iMovie, and here is the project file for what I was working on. So it's basically a mirror of what I see in iMovie, these two folders. Now I've created here in my Documents folder two folders, Archived iMovie Events and Archived iMovie Projects. Now this could be on another drive, could be on some sort of portable media. You can even burn a CD or DVD with this. So for an example, I'm just going to put them in my Documents folder. I'm just going to simply drag these away. I'm going to take the samples 2 and put it in Archived iMovie Events. And I'm going to go into the projects and take that sample project and put that in Archived iMovie Projects. Now, if I had been moving these to another drive, it would have copied them. So I would still have them here. So then I'd have to select them and delete the project and delete the event once I'm sure that it's copied over to the other drive. Now I'm going to run iMovie again, and simply by removing those projects and events from there, iMovie picks up right from it. It's no longer listing that project, and it no longer shows that event there. So iMovie doesn't ask for anything special. Just remove those folders, remove that file, and it will no longer appear in iMovie. So now let's quit iMovie again, and let's go and reverse the process. So say it's 6 months later and I want to go back to this project here. So I'll take this sample project from the archived folder there, and I'll move it back into my iMovie projects. I will go into iMovie Events, and I will move that Events folder right there into iMovie Events, just basically replacing it back where it was. So now if I were to run iMovie again, I would see that both the project and the event has been replaced and put back in place. There's the sample project. I can see the event is there as well. And if I actually go into sample project, you can see it picks up right where it left off. It's like you don't have to relink anything or tell it where things are. It doesn't mind at all that stuff had been removed and has now been replaced. Now another thing I want to show you is that if you look inside of an event like this, you're going to find there's something called iMovie Cache and iMovie Thumbnails. I found that you can just delete these. So what happens if you delete them is iMovie has to recreate them. So there's a little bit of a delay the next time you use those videos. But it does actually work. The cache, of course, is just recreated. It's just basically the little videos there just so it can display them a little quicker for you while you're editing. And the thumbnails are the same thing, just something to help it quickly display what's available. If those two folders are missing, it'll simply just recreate them when it uses the event the next time. So you can save a little bit of space by getting rid of those after you move the files. It seems pretty easy, and it is. It just works this way. By not complicating the whole file structure of events and projects, Apple's made it very easy to basically remove a project that you're no longer using, put it somewhere else, and then restore it later on if you need it. Hope you found this useful. Until next time, this is Gary with MacMost Now. Want more video tutorials? Just go to MacMost.com, click on the videos link at the top of the page, and then you can view all of the hundreds of MacMost videos by category.